I made it clear that we're not renegotiating the contract now. I explained earlier that we believe the contract is lopsided. I have not been shy about saying this in opposition and in government, and that no new contract will have those same terms. I've said that publicly. We put that in our manifesto. So we've been entirely consistent from day one. When we're in opposition, it would have been probably the most popular thing to say, oh, we're going to renegotiate as soon as we get into office. And we didn't take the easy route because it was a carefully analyzed position. I've explained already that we need the development capital to open up these opportunities. That Guyana does not have the magnitude of the capital necessary to invest in a venture of this scale. I have pointed out, comparing total deposits in our banking system, if you aggregate both private company and individual deposits, that they are a fraction, they're about 1/10 of the total required only on the 4 FPSOs. So even if we had these opportunities and we wanted to explore them using indigenous sources, we would not be able to, because the capital would not be there. What is happening, and we predicted this, that now because of the quantitative easing and because of the loose fiscal policy in many parts of the world, in the period where COVID-19 raged supreme, that this created a huge inflationary pressure, apart from the supply chain problems that we've had. So both on the demand side and then on the supply side. So all of these cash grants and billions of dollars spent in the developed world, they've pushed inflation up. And now we face the consequences of this with a steep increase in interest rates. And with the interest rates climbing, you will see now it's even harder to access investable capital. A lot of the projects that may have seemed feasible in the past might not be feasible anymore because of the long-term projections on interest rate increases. We were, from some of the sources, we were locking in at, including multilateral agencies, Islamic Development Bank, at about 3% fixed term. It's gone up now. In the last loan they're looking at, they won for Linden to Soesdijk, nearly $200 million. It's gone over 4%. So my point is that the investable capital is not there. So all of these factors have to be considered when you're making a decision. If we don't utilize this opportunity now, and especially with net zero, who is going to utilize it? It is the Saudi Arabia and Norway and the others that are busy pumping more and more oil and gas. So I have never seen a single person who said to me, if we stop them doing this, all of the people who are talking, who will do it? And so we have to leave enough incentives to allow people to invest and get a decent return, and we have to have a greater share coming to government. I've explained before, if we engage in a renegotiation now, the momentum gets truncated. And we can't lose the momentum now when the world can't even generate a momentum. Suriname and many of the other countries that have resources can't generate a momentum. If we kill momentum, we'd kill off the fledgling growth now in our private sector, industrializing, preparing for the future. We'd choke off the other spin-off benefits. So we need to keep the activities going, not 4 FPSOs. To keep momentum in this economy, we practically need 10 FPSOs. We need to prove our reserves. We need to extract this natural resource as quickly as possible and then convert it into monetary assets. From physical asset into monetary assets, save some for the future and invest some now, so as to generate a more sustainable non-oil economy. That's the strategy, and I've explained it, and I've explained why we can't renegotiate. So I've never seen a debate surrounding that. Can someone say to me, any of these people who are saying, don't accelerate production now, what will happen by 2035? What if there is a breakthrough technology? What if there is a carbon price of $100 per ton of every carbon emitted? What will that do to demand, global demand for energy, like fossil fuel? Where does that leave Guyana? With all of the oil in the ground, you can't monetize it. Why should our people be denied that opportunity here and now? So this is our explanation.